Hello everyone, welcome to A Course in Miracles for Beginners. I'm Eddie. In this video, I would like to discuss something that many course students misunderstand, and it's the tiny mad idea. This video is part one that will be a series on the tiny mad idea. Where does the tiny mad idea come from? Well, it comes from A Course in Miracles, chapter 27 in the text, section 8, paragraph 6, and it's sentences 2 through 5. And in it is written, into eternity, where all is one, there crept a tiny, mad idea at which the Son of God remembered not to laugh. In his forgetting did the thought become a serious idea and possible of both accomplishment and real effects. Together we can laugh them both away and understand that time cannot intrude upon eternity. It is a joke to think that time can come to circumvent eternity. Thus, time is not real. The tiny mad idea is not separation. I recognize there are a lot of people who teach that the tiny mad idea was the separation. That text, that paragraph in the text tells us that it is time, what would actually be space-time, or time-space, as Albert Einstein called it. That is the tiny mad idea. Time, space-time, or time-space, however you want to look at it, is the tiny mad idea. And here is why. Separation would be an effect of space-time. You cannot have separation without space and time. So the tiny mad idea is the cause, which is time-space. And the effect is separation, or the belief in separation. Remember, if time is not real, then the separation, the effect, cannot be real. But it is time and space that are the tiny mad idea. As long as someone believes that it's the separation, then you're missing the cause. The effect is meaningless. It is the cause that we must come to and look at and recognize its unreality. The cause is space-time. We are bound by time. Everything we do hinges upon time. Jesus even says in the Course, anything that comes into time must leave time. And again, in that paragraph of the tiny mad idea, he tells us that it's time. It isn't separation. Separation, again, is the effect of time and space. For without time and space, there can be no separation. To heal our minds, which is what the Course is asking us to do, we must ultimately come to recognize the unreality of space and time. Even Albert Einstein called time an illusion, albeit, he said, a very persistent illusion. And it is that illusion that is the foundation for which everything else sprang from. Time was the first illusion, and it will ultimately be the last that we let go of. But we will come to let go of it quicker when we recognize that it is the basis for the separation. Time is what we must heal in our mind, for time is what opposes eternity. And because we believe in time, we have forgotten what eternity is. That is why it is so important to undo the framework of time within our mind. And as we do, we will begin to remember our eternal self, the self created by God. And that is what the Course in Miracles is asking us to do. It is to look at all of our beliefs, question every one of them, and allow those that are in error, like time, to be undone. It is why Jesus says also in the Course that forgiveness is the remedy to undoing guilt. But what does forgiveness do? It collapses time. Notice it isn't written, it collapses the belief in separation. It collapses time, which in turn creates the belief in separation. And once we understand that, we have made quantum leaps into our remembering of who and what we are. So stay tuned for part 2 of the Tiny Mad Idea. And for those who are interested, you can find, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can find A Course in Miracles for Beginners in Facebook, where there are memes and stuff written about all of this, as well as the videos. And for anyone interested in attending A Course in Miracles class, go to meetup.com, look for Jacksonville, Florida, and you will find A Course in Miracles, the Zoom class. It's held Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Look forward to seeing you there, and everyone have a great time. And remember, it is time that is the tiny mad idea.